Although this is nothing to do with the camper I've built, I've got a sun visor to fit, so I thought it'd be worth making a video on it. Short one, probably. It looks pretty straightforward, but the instructions are clear as mud. So we've got these, as you can see, photocopied instructions. They're actually for a Mercedes Sprinter, and the two really the main components are these two things, one down here, which are what mount the visor onto the A-frame of the van. But as you can see, they're not symmetrical, and it's not obvious which way around they're supposed to go. So at least the 5 holes symmetrical. Actually, I don't think they are either. That could be a problem. What I think I'll do is just drill 4 holes first, and then if it don't fit, I can take it out, swap it round, then drill the 5th hole. That might be the best way to do it. From the top of the sun visor down to the bottom of the bracket is 20 centimetres. Just looking at this line that divides the body panels, the roof panel down to the A-frame, whatever. That looks to be a perfect guide for the bottom edge of the bracket. So that's where I'm going to do it. So I've taken bodies off, which is dead easy. Just 4 nuts. Next thing is I take this off, which is quite easy, and then pull that out to give me a flat surface here to stand on, just to offer it up. This thing comes out pretty easy, just have to twist it to the right position in rubber and then pull it out that way. A bit awkward one on this, that's it. So this thing just wants squeezing from underneath and then pulling upwards. So it's basically impossible for me to offer this thing up to the van on my own accurately. There's just no chance, so it's impossible doing it solo. So looking at this, if needs be, I could always take it in a little bit further at each side if I don't get it that accurate. So when you offer this mounted thing up to the pillar, it's pretty obvious it can't go there. It can only go on that face. So just left it a little bit away from glass edge, just to give a windscreen fitter possibly a bit more space, maybe. And put it flush with this bottom edge here. That looks alright. I've got the first one in. That looks pretty neat. But I had a bit of a problem. I wasn't sure if these screws were supposed to go through the second layer of steel below, which is maybe, I don't know, 3/8 inch deep, 3/8 inch lower than this level. And I decided eventually that it probably wasn't supposed to, so I just I had to cut all the screws down a little bit to get it to fit. So this clip is actually post-fitment, but this is how I kept offering the visor. Chair at one side of the van. Stand up chair. Grab this from down at the bottom here. Grab this with both hands, and then if you look under it, you can see the fitting plate where the 2 bolts protrude, and you can see the holes on the visor frame. So you attach it at the other end, clip it at the other end, and then try clipping it at this end, see if it fits or not. won't recommend it, you need a bit of strength to do it, but that's the way I did it. So first attempt to fit it, it's on the other side, pushed as far over that side as it'll go, and it's still, seeing that gap, it's about 1 inch out. So even allowing for how asymmetrical these are, even turn it the other way, it only makes 1/4 inch, if that difference. I've allowed a little bit there away from edge glass to get any future glass fitter a bit of room to work. But check this. That line, we're up to about there. We're about less than 1/2 inch square. That's how much I've taken out in total on both sides. It must be 1.5 inches. No matter what I did with them fittings, this would have wanted cutting into. And it's something that winds me up, I must admit it is. It should come out of the factory, fit in the van, as far as I'm concerned. It's in situ. It's only fastened down with a couple of bolts, but I've got the ridiculous situation now where I've got to start cutting washes down to get them to fit. It really is a desperately poor fit. I'm trying to get these bolts on here, nuts, sorry, onto the fixing bolts is an absolute pig of a job. This washer here, I had to cut down on 2 faces. The one at the top, I had to cut down on 1 face, but I've actually got them both on. So I've just got to access these 2 middle screws, slacken them a bit and pull excess plastic off from around. Oop. Well, it's on, it's in place, fastened up apart from 1 spring washer. I lost it, and that's quite easy to put in. Would I recommend fitting one? Nope. Unless you're confident doing your own alterations, you'll need at least a Dremel with cutting discs. It looks pretty good.